Look, you're doing all right. You're doing a good job. Well, not a good job. You're doing all right. But it's not good enough, motherfucker. All right? Get your shit together, or I'll fucking kill you. You think you're bad, motherfucker? You ain't got shit on me. All right? Get it together, bitch.
I'm ready.
Recording?
Yep.
Oh, shit. In front.
Oh.
Well, aren't we the graphic on it?
I'll normally tell people like, please, how you get a chair.
What do you think, man? What's it look like?
Hang on, I want to record it. It looks great.
Damn.
What happened, Lawrence? What'd you do?
His fucking foot broke. His fucking foot fell off.
Oh, man.
Fucking piece of shit.
You want some more super glue?
I'm just gonna wait for fucking 10 minutes. Waiting on you, motherfucker.
Yo. Trying to change
I don't know.
Yo, T.
Things on this.
Oh!
Yeah.
Good times?
Yeah.
Good times.
Y'all have the arrow on up here?
Huh?
Y'all have the arrow on up here?
Then you cut to her
Yeah.
after.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. He wants to record me being pissed off.
Oh.
He died like 17 times already. The fact that you were moving his head, Lawrence, was really good.
Can I get like
All up on your business?
How much was it because of selling the iPhone 11 for?
I think they have, I think it's like 1,000 something.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Can you run it? Can you run it?
Go find yourself a pig to fuck.
Was this light turns off, right?
Yeah, it'll go off. Yeah, it'll go off. Just don't bite my finger.
Okay. Ready?
Recording.
We're gonna start. All right, and in scene 26, 3, 2, 1, action. Cut. All right.
What's that look like? Good?
No, it's not good.
Yeah, because he was like, oh my god.
It's good. Right
Oh,
there.
it's good. We're talking about
It's
it.
like one of those slow
Say
pills. Like,
anything.
draining out for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So when you don't say anything, I get worried.
I should be like,
That looks really good. That looks awesome. Lots of action. There.
what if?
Yeah.
That would be nice if I start shooting
Honestly,
randomly.
it's probably my favorite shot.
Yeah.
I imagine how the music bro. Oh my god, dude.
Everything
Then he
that I
grabs
do, I
my
think is
gun.
trash, okay?
You want to play around? Pistol with me.
Are you alright? Is something what you eat today?
What does that mean?
It was Tyler.
It was me. Oh, okay.
I opened the.
I kind of know he wants bar smell already. I miss. No, not yet.
I would like. Have you ever even like heard me?
Go backwards. Go backwards. For the spread. Kid, go. Okay. Awesome. Recording. Alright, I'm gonna count down to 3, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, buddy.
You got knocked the fuck out. Tyler, can you get actually a hand in there, maybe?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Am I grabbing his hand or his throat?
No, you're going right past his hand.
Oh, you're dead. Kid.
Ready? Now.
Ah, Jesus.
Right. Yeah,
It's like right there.
It's not gonna shoot out.
It might.
It's on my shoulders.
Just fucking do it. It'll be red either way.
Yeah. All right, ready?
I want to go over here.
Give me a
I
countdown.
want a picture of it later.
I'm gonna just record this quick time.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
sure I can see it. 3.
Wait.
Okay. Alright, go.
You never know how this is gonna go.
Give me, baby.
2, 1, action. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
Howdy doey Dembella. Give me the power, I beg of you! Give me the power, I beg of you!
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Eddie, don't fucking do it. I'm already dying here.
And this will kill you more.
You don't have the balls.
No!
Action.
Is this what I need? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there, yeah, you got it.
All right.
That's all right. Apologies, Sean. Go.
Tell me or die where you sit.
No. Still does not matter. You need 3 symbols to make the ritual work. And you have none.
Is this what I need to complete the ritual?
What you do with that thing there? What you do?
You know what I'm doing with it, John.
What you do?
Eddie!
You told Detective Norris. Now tell me.
Came home and I found her.
From where?
I was driving.
Where?
Just driving.
when he moves, you gotta like get a little closer because the electrocution wouldn't be coming from over there.
So I'll be shaking them too, right?
I'll handle this. Or somebody. Shannon.
Well, I know the burst. I don't want no one pressing it so hard and we can't get him, you know?
Well,
What do
he'd
you
be
want me to
frying.
do
He'd be
next?
frying, no. But
What would you like-
how long do you just push it once?
Well, like a good 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You'll get a
Just
nice
push.
burn.
What is it? Yellow?
The green, what says manual?
Yeah. Just this green button when we're going. Just push it for like a second and a half to 2 seconds. Just like.
And if you need more, just call it.
Yeah.
So I just press it.
Yeah. Just press the green button for a second or so.
Let's go.
Just keep a little bit of pressure on. It's gonna explode. No, suck this motherfucker!
And continue. Hold it right there. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And cut.
Two, one, and action. Yep. Mic up. You hear the sound, turn around. Okay. That was beautiful. Slowly start to back away. And mic in. I'm struggling with this one. It looks like, dude, you smell good, bro. Like, he smells like bubblegum.
like a clean bathroom.
He smells like bubblegum,
I'm
doesn't
gonna
he?
shower again when I leave.
You should.
Yeah,
you smell
me
like
too.
you. I didn't know what you used, to be fair.
Hey, Charles fans. Tony Biz, writer, director, and editor of Charles, over here with
DJ O'Connor. I am the storyboard artist on the Charles fan film.
Yes.
And like as you guys know, we had to cut a good half-hour chunk out of the movie. Some of those scenes we did have completed, or Biz had completed, and we just kind of wanted to share it with you and kind of talk about what is going on in them.
Yeah, they're not fully completely edited because, like you said, we had to cut it short, so we kind of like stopped editing at the same time. And this is basically what we got, and we'll go explaining on the way.
Yeah. So first up, we got the Charles grave scene, and then when did this take place in the movie again?
This is actually so he has a little kind of like a little dream. This is right after the argument with Sam. He gets in the car and leaves through the woods, but then he kind of like how you call it kind of visions something, and this is the scene right here of what he's visioning. So this is not really happening. This is all in his head.
Yeah, I remember when we first met, when I like first reached out to you and everything about like the storyboards. You really wanted to add a ton of paranormal stuff into this, which unfortunately we had to cut a bit out of. But I remember storyboarding a little bit of this, and I think there was supposed to be like a hand towards the end.
Yeah. So right at the end of this part, so right now he's just kind of like walking, and audio wise, you were supposed to hear like a bunch of like voices, Charles voices throughout the woods, kind of like bringing him into the grave. Um, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, because you wanted to really play up, like I said, that paranormal aspect, because you that was something that really hasn't been explored as much with Chucky. So this was kind of like a cool way to take it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like James Wan's production and film work. Especially like The Conjuring, Annabelle, and I just kind of like wanted to bring that together with Chucky and see how that will, that will look and show the fans a new vision of with Chucky.
Yeah, that was a big thing that stood out to me. And then we got like Chucky's makeshift grave.
Yeah, I
Cool
actually
stuff.
built this cross literally an hour before filming.
Dude, that's how you
So
have to do it. That's how you have to do it independent, you know?
yeah, I remember rushing and saying to myself like, "Oh my God, we're not gonna get this done." But right after that, he looks kind of like down, and then you see Charles' hand coming out of the grave and grabbing his throat, and that's when Michael wakes up from his vision, and then he's back on the road. So next up, we got this clip called "Lost Realm." Um, this was a huge chunk to take out the movie, especially Laura, because as you see the film, she gets shot um, in the very beginning, and her character was supposed to come back as a paranormal to help guide Michael on the process of how to kill Chucky. So she's kind of like a good paranormal. Um, and there's a scene where Michael's on the ground and she comes out of nowhere and kind of like jumps on top of him and like does this scream and then takes her into his own realm, to her realm. Sorry, and this is what you see right here.
Yeah, I remember you were saying like there was really like a whole subplot you wanted with like Laura's spirit kind of guiding him through this movie and just kind of being like the anti Chucky, like almost like the
Yeah,
like savior kind of character in this where
yes, because I think that's kind of like uh, really how do you say it? Something good to see of like Chucky against a paranormal, like
yeah, because you definitely and like you even say it in the beginning of the movie with like the dialogue how um I mean like it's always been said even with Chucky like the all this stuff that he's doing is adding up and he's got to pay that
Yeah,
bill.
yes, exactly.
Kill
And then
him!
see right
Oh, dude.
here, Bishop. Bishop comes with a jump scare and kind of like, and then he wakes up from there, and then he realizes it's like
Oh
nighttime.
man, dude, that jump scare always gets me. And it's funny, it's just because like with these not being like fully edited, we don't have the music with it, and then it's
Yeah,
like, boom.
it's yeah. Unfortunately, but the good thing is that we're able to still show what we have. Like you said, I wish we had the full everything down packed
Yeah,
with the effects more into it and the
for
dialogue and oh man, it would have been a lot
I
better.
listen, I did because I remember that was a big thing. I loved that script. I loved the story that you had.
Thank you. So on to the next.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles fans. This right here is actually my favorite. We couldn't put it in the film, unfortunately. But at least we can still show you it. So at the end of the movie, Freddy Krueger resurrects Chucky, and then it goes on as a continuation to leave the fans like, what will happen next?
Yeah.
Um,
Classic like horror cliffhanger to set up the sequel.
yeah. If
Yeah.
there ever was one, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this is a dream that Michael has right after he kills Chucky. He kind of like falls into like it dips into that white effect, and instead of transitioning into a year later, it was supposed to transition into this as his final nightmare.
I remember you guys describing this to me like in our first meeting, and just
Yeah,
like the whole thing of like her just kind of like
rocking the
rocking that
baby,
baby just very unsettlingly.
and then she just turns quickly out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
that was supposed to be like a jump scare when she turns quickly like that.
Oh.
And then this part right here is very. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will get disturbed by it, but it's just thank God it's make believe.
Yeah, I think like anytime like you mix like little kids and horror, it's just like
Yeah.
that's just creepy, man.
This was tough, man, because we had to record her, the baby actually crying for the audio.
Yeah, that's
And
a fresh ass baby too.
yeah, that was Mike's daughter, and I remember
Oh
going,
yeah.
yeah, look at this part right here. Oh, I'm sorry you
Damn.
had to see that. And then as if you're a Freddy fan, you know that there's always a transition with his victims going from one place to another, and he ends up back at the factory, the Playhouse factory.
Yeah. And I remember that too, where we just saw the little girl that you kind of wanted to have her be like the baby, right? Like aged up.
She was actually that's my niece that's playing the character, and
Yeah.
she was playing one of Freddy's victims. So throughout the
Oh, okay.
film, you're thinking that she's helping Laura, but the fact is that she was actually warning that Freddy Krueger is coming and he's growing.
Oh, I dig that because you always got to
Yeah,
have like the little kids, like the jumping rope and stuff.
yeah, yeah. That's why I had her in pigtails like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this is going in and out of him at the asylum, because right now he's at the asylum and he's going back and forth because right now he's kind of like, all drugged up with the medication and everything, and so he's going in and out of Freddy's world right now.
Yeah. Oh man, artsy with the craziness.
Yeah, RT's actually saying is supposed to say a dialogue in Spanish that Freddy Krueger is coming, that he's coming, and he's yelling that as he's running down the hallway.
Oh, I love that. I remember you saying like in the script just like in Spanish, and I was like,
Yeah,
this is sick.
yeah. And then
he's he's
Mike
hammy
Shabbat,
too. I love it. But
yeah,
yeah,
and then Mike Shabante is playing Freddy. He plays that. He had the
yeah.
whole. He already had the mask, the clothes, the glove, everything.
Honestly, he's probably like the one dude that I know that like likes Freddy just about as much, almost more. But yeah, than
Yeah,
I do. Like
yeah. He is a big Freddy fan. He definitely is. I don't know if he likes Freddy more than Chucky or vice versa. I'm not sure.
oh no, I'm saying more than me. Like I love Freddy.
Yeah,
That's my dude.
yeah. That's what I'm saying with Mike too. But I'm not sure if
Yeah.
if Freddy's first for him or Chucky. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just bringing these two and like, I think I remember we talk us talking about this, doing this scene because or like when you brought up this scene, I was like, oh man, it's so cool because I remember being at Comic Con when I think Curse came out
Yeah,
and Don Mancini was asked like, "Oh, would you ever do Leprechaun versus Chucky?" And he's like, "Dude, that makes no sense. Why would they fight? I think Freddy versus Chucky would be much more interesting." And
yeah,
everyone went wild. And like hearing that you heard that too, I was like, "Man, like
yeah.
this,
This
this is
was
good stuff."
Yeah, this was actually paying homage to Don Mancini because he said I heard him saying in an interview that he would like to do a crossover when this was around Seed of Chucky time, around
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time, and I love this scene right here, and then
yeah.
the fire.
Oh, oh, that's a classic.
Yeah,
Um,
you know what I mean. This was such a great scene. Because of copyright issues and dealing with this higher power, we unfortunately had to and then the special effects was supposed to track the claws as it's scraping the wall.
yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, I remember you talking about this and like my like blood was just pumping. I was ready. Oh man.
Yeah.
I also love and like I don't know if this was like intentional, but
Hmm.
like how you have Mike playing the doctor too.
I think I'm not sure if that was like spur of the moment or what.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure to be honest. Like this is going on nearly 4 years into this.
For real.
Being
But like
on
I
tour.
like that's just like a very classic Nightmare on Elm Street thing, like
Is
you
it?
get like the
Nice.
doctor or like someone in the real world that like kind of blurs the line between like
Yeah.
Freddy and like the connection to the real world.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
this part right here, I just love that curse down, man. I was like, you know what? For the ending of the Freddy, the original idea was the Freddy was to have the curse doll, and I was like, yeah, this part right here, we were supposed to get it, animated and everything. As Chucky is like, I forgot exactly what the dialogue he's saying to Michael. I think along the lines of like, I'm back and I'm not alone or something like that, and he just starts
Yeah.
like laughing right there.
Oh, I love it. Little,
Yeah.
you got a
And
little
then like,
giggly laughter.
yeah, so like if it makes sense, like Michael right now is fighting in the real world as he's seeing Chucky, so like that's why he's getting so aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like daydreaming right now and just kind of like,
Yeah, so out of it. And then, oh my god, I just love this shot that makes me right here, man.
yeah. Oh man.
I forgot what exactly he says right. Yeah, and then he basically Freddy went into him to become, I guess like in the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like how we usually, I think it's like they kind of introduced that in Freddy vs. Jason, where
Yeah,
he like dives
exactly.
into the stoner's mouth and like just having that connection
Yes.
where he like possesses the dude,
Yeah.
which I thought was cool. That was a cool way to take Freddy, but I think like that I
Yeah.
like the image of him like the stab kind of like injecting himself in it.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to represent. And I remember
Yeah.
I didn't want blood. I wanted to show some effect of like Freddy's soul is going into his in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which basically, I mean, that's what it looks like right now, and that's what it is.
Yeah, he's got like that little swagger step. Like, I'm props to Tyler on this. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
just how his body language completely changes from anything we see in the rest of the movie.
Well, because I'm a huge Chucky fan. So when it comes to Freddy, I had to like, when I wanted to do this scene and have Freddy in there, I had to like watch the movies and do like a lot of stuff on them because, yeah, I grew up on Freddy, but I didn't watch the movies because I didn't like it, to be honest. Like I felt
Yeah.
like it wasn't scary as a kid to me. Like I love like the paranormal stuff, like like Chucky a doll and coming to
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? But Freddy, I didn't really understand it much as a kid. But now as I grow and everything, like I am, you can say a little fan of Freddy. So
Yeah.
Mike was guiding Tyler of like how to like if it was really Freddy, how would he move and walk and curve his claw fingers the way you saw it and everything.
Yeah. It's like and he even has that one shoulder down like Robert Englund used to do with like the weighing down of the glove.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember telling Mitch, let's get that like not just him walking, but like let's pan down to get that claw and you know what I mean. Yeah,
Ah, man.
that's about it.
Yeah.
I wish we had more to show y'all, but unfortunately, we still needed to do. We still had to add some scenes, and then that's when I got hit with this email, and I had to get myself a lawyer, and the whole process. That I really can't say much, but yeah.
Yeah, that was not the funnest thing.
No. But the good thing is that thank God they didn't shut down the project because they could have. You know what I mean? So we were still able to, finish this, and me and you finally completed it, man. Finally.
Yeah, man. And I mean, like at the end of the day, it's definitely not. It's not the ideal scenario that we wanted. You know,
No,
we
not at
we
all.
like we wanted those. I remember. I mean, I was even looking forward to having that Blu-ray. Can just be like, hey,
Yeah.
I worked on this. Like
Yeah.
as like a Chucky fan, just even when you said, hey, come on board, do the storyboards, I was like, I get to work with Chucky. And like, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fan film, but like when you're a horror fan, like you get to work with Chucky. And I know you felt this way too, but like when
Yeah.
that whole the legal situation happened, we were kind of like all devastated because at the end of the day, we're Chucky fans. Like
Yeah.
that's why you wanted to make this. Like that's why I really wanted to be a part
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
Like
it was a passion of mine, but also like I just wanted to share my vision with
yeah,
the community and with the horror community. Like look what I did, and if Chucky was to be in the Conjuring world, how would this like fan film play out? And that's all it was. It wasn't even to make money off of it. Like I said, it was a nonprofit. We didn't make no money. If anything, more money came out our pockets. What I mean,
yeah,
all the way to the very end. And yeah, this was for the fans. So thank God, that it wasn't shut down and we were able to finish it. It's been a long long 4 years on the road with this.
For real. But you
You
know,
know,
we're here now.
exactly. So yeah, I just want to give a huge thanks to the cast and crew of Charles and all the supporters, um, everyone else that's been riding with us from the very beginning to the end. I really appreciate it deeply. Um, I'm just really sorry for what happened with as far as the Indiegogo stuff, and it's terrible. Um, but the good thing is that we were still able to finish the film, so we still was able to, finish it and still give you the behind the scenes of what could have been in the film and everything. And yeah, just a huge thank you and a big, big hug.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, too, when we couldn't provide like the Blu-rays and the props, we still wanted to give something, and
Yeah, exactly.
we were trying to gather everything that we could up and give you at least this extra like half hour or so of like bonus stuff and like behind the scenes stuff, so you
Yes,
can kind of take a peek into it and still get a little bit out of like what we like intended.
exactly.
So yeah, and so many been with us from the start and stayed with us from the start, and thank you to everyone. Like,
Yes. Thank you, and good night.